Welcome back to Reagan's Kitchen. Today is April 4th, Easter Sunday. Happy Easter, y'all. So this is day two of preparing my bacon wrapped turkey breast. So we're going to pick up right where we left off yesterday. So if you recall, I had the turkey breast marinating in the brine for about almost 24 straight hours. So we took that out. Let me show you kind of what we're. So we have the turkey breast that was taken out of the brine, was rinsed off quickly with cold water, and patted down with a paper towel to get all the excess water off. So that cookie sheet that I'm using is just temporary. We have an actual pan for this to be roasted in, and this pan can hold up to 10 pounds, so we're good to go. So if you remember from yesterday, today's task is actually working on our bacon weave. So I've already started prepping this with the bacon. And for those of you who know, I don't like touching raw meat, so I just got to get past that, and I had to put my hands on this. Ew. But I'm going to attempt to do this without getting all weirded out, putting my hands on the bacon. But see, we've already started out. I've laid it out with 7 strips of bacon kind of going across. And so now I'm going to attempt to weave this just with one hand so that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to keep my left hand on the phone, and my right hand will be the contaminated hand with touching this raw bacon. So every other strip, I think we pull down. Okay, right? Every other strip. And then we go over here, and I'm going to use the fork to at least catch it. And then we lay this across. I got to stretch it out a little bit. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Let's pull the bacon. Let's pull the bacon. So, and then we put this up so you can see how we're going to start the beginnings of a weave here. I'm going to probably have to, and then we do then the opposite ones up. Whoops. And the goal is to make it as tight as possible so that it wraps the meat appropriately. So let me go get my other slice here. And let's try to make it longer so we can. I can't put my hand on it because I got the phone in my hand, but I think that stretched it out a little bit. And we put this across here, and then we pull it down. So you can see the beginnings of a weave. Then we just kind of go back and forth with the opposite pieces. And I hope this weave that I'm doing is big enough for that turkey, but we're gonna make it work. Okay, let's stretch this out again. And y'all sweat me that I'm doing a bacon weave with one hand. And so we put this here and pull this down. So you can see that I'm starting to form a weave here. So I'm going to keep going, and then I'll come back when this is actually finished. Okay, and so here we are with the final bacon weave wrapped around the turkey breast. So this is how it came out. So not bad. There's a little bit of a space right here that's bothering me, but I'm just going to ignore that for right now. Well, let me see if I can. Because y'all know how I am. That's bothering me a little bit, but. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, so now this goes into the oven, 350 degrees. The oven is actually on. And so it's supposed to be for an hour, approximately, until the internal temperature reaches 160 degrees. And so that's why we have our digital meat thermometer here with the probe. And so I'm going to get all this hooked up, and I stick this into the turkey, and it runs outside of the oven And I can just plug it in at any time to get an accurate reading on what the temperature is, because we do not want to overcook the turkey, because everybody that runs around talking about I don't like turkey because it's too dry, that's because you're not cooking it properly and it is overcooked. You let it cook to its 160 degrees, you take it out and you let it rest, because then the turkey continues to cook. So we are not going to overcook this bacon wrapped goodness, I can tell you that. Better to have it undercooked and put it back in the oven than to have it come out and it's like straw. We're not going to do that in Reagan's Kitchen. So we're going to hook up this doohickey over here, let this cook for an hour, and then we'll see how this turns out when it's done. All right. Okay, so a little more than an hour and a half later, this is what we're looking like. The bacon is crispy all around the turkey breast, and see, it's extra crispy back here. But yeah, so took it out at around 161 degrees, so it has to rest for about 10-15 minutes, and it's still cooking. So yeah, we're going to let this do what it do. And then we're going to show you the rest of the meal that we have prepared, and we're getting ready to start eating.